Mystery Tides of Darkness. I am Noah, your GM for this wonderful evening. We do have two players who are out today. Benny and Desi, who play Johann and Mascella respectively, are currently going to be out on a trip for a little bit. So what we've kind of factored in and talked with them about is that Johann is currently unconscious until they get back from his, magical revivification escapade from last session. We're going to just roll that he's unconscious for a time, and then Mascella's, decided to take charge and taking care of him. So that's what they're currently doing while we move forward. Other than that, we are going to jump in pretty quickly. No announcements at the moment, other than just check out the Discord. If you haven't already, there's homebrew information on there, including my seer class that Yoshiko is playing. And go ahead and roll the intro. Woo! So, last session,
I'm stressed.
We ended off after you guys were all attacked. You were attacked by another adventuring party called the Dawn Raiders. And it seems that they were after Aurora, and they were willing to beat information out of Aurora if they had to, or capture her, whatever it is that they needed to do.
And now I have you, as she's holding him by the scruff of his clothes. I have you.
Five of them are still alive. One of them is dead. You guys did kill the Dragonborn Sorcerer last time.
You have the one that's dead in your hand.
No,
Hold on, yeah, easy. Grab the next one. Grab the next guy.
Throw the dead one. Dead one's like, sorry. Grab him.
There you go.
You.
They're still unconscious.
They are all unconscious.
Gets really close to his face. Get this information. Just falls on the ground.
The guy Nathaniel pops back after you guys have stolen all the gear and stuff.
We've tied them up, right? Just to establish they are tied.
They're currently just laying unconscious.
I would like to tie them up.
We tie them all up. Yeah, we strip them. I mean, I'm just kidding. We loot them and then yeah.
We did go over what they had last time, and everyone leveled up to level 6 in between.
I can take a beating now and not die.
You took a beating a lot, sir. You've already taken enough beatings.
Yeah, we tie them up. Like we use our traveler's pack.
We'll probably take their rope too.
Yep. So we tie them all up.
Yeah, you get them all tied up. After about an hour or so, they begin to awaken.
Hello.
What questions do we want to ask them? I'd assume we'd be talking about this before they wake up.
Before they wake up.
Well, obviously, they have information about Aurora that Aurora isn't genuinely aware of.
Okay.
So we want to also understand that, and then also what do you?
So
Why us?
who hired them?
Yeah.
Why are they hunting down Aurora?
How they know about us?
Yeah, how do they know about your connection?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to tie in with one of the others.
Yeah.
Any other pertinent information we need?
What is
Who's your employment? Like you've already gone over.
Yeah, why are they going at... What did Aurora do that caused such...
We also
Yeah.
ask how long ago this was, because if we can get an idea of when they were sent after us, we know how long we have until they start getting suspicious that they haven't come back.
I wonder if we could use these guys.
Yeah, you also did get the letter last time. You did get the letter talking about how they were working for someone from the Order of the Blood Rose, which was the order that destroyed your
So
hometown.
we'll get more information on that.
Which you haven't told us
You're
that connection.
No, I have.
How?
You did?
You
Yep.
told us the connection that they destroyed your town?
I did.
Well, last session you noticed it, but I don't know if you
I
shared
don't
that.
think you shared.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah, it did like happen. You know, like heard it. But
We heard it, but
We you
we-
I share it. After all that.
boom.
Sorry.
Dropped the bomb on us. Whoa. So we know those guys hate us. I guess they obviously hate us now. They kind of.
Well, that's
they
why.
will
We're
hate
that
us
person.
now.
Yeah.
Not
That's
just.
why I hate them.
Understandable. So, are we now involved in a vampire cult chasing us?
We'll be fine.
You guys are a magnet for trouble. I thought I had bad luck. Sweet mercy, what's wrong with you all?
Yes.
Don't hate me. You have so many problems.
I haven't had any.
Go ahead, though.
I haven't had any good luck since I found this cool map.
The magical plant being split personality disorder, currently being hunted. So it's listing up things.
Yeah.
You have so many more
Floats
problems
back
than you
I was-
have. That's impressive.
I have no
Doing pretty
problems.
well. And then
My life is good.
I was doing pretty well.
Life is good.
So all of a sudden-
Real good.
Wrong.
So, what do we say to these guys when we wake up?
Ignore them.
I'm just gonna start kicking people. I'm gonna play good cop, bad cop. I'll be the bad cop, so we'll be the good cop because I don't know what to say.
Aurora
Yoshikura.
wants to be a bad cop.
We don't. Hold on. Now we don't.
How about bad cop, bad cop?
We have this cool thing called the Zone of Truth. Why are you so prone to violence?
You know.
I like violence.
Yeah,
I
we
like violence.
like-
He's a
Like
young,
the next guy.
impressionable soul.
I
Yeah,
am.
I'm literally 21 years old. Like I'm
18.
I'm
Both are
IRL,
impressionable souls.
IRL, I'm literally 21.
Yoshiko
Like,
is realizing that she's one of the older people in the group. She does not like this.
so Zone of Truth. Good thinking.
Yeah, we can
Good
use that.
thinking.
Puts rapier away.
Yes.
Was
So-
ready to
Various
carve.
hatchets.
Recommendation: we separate them so that they don't know who's saying what, and keep them blindfolded and gagged or whatever, so that they don't have their senses.
Yeah,
and then we
Zone
just,
of Truth is a. Does it work on anyone entering the zone?
yes, they have to make a
It's when they
Okay.
enter the first time.
I couldn't remember
or
if it's cast on
start
them.
their turn, I believe.
Now here's a crazy
Okay.
idea.
We could do that.
We get our newly grabbed bag of holding. We can fit inside a bag of holding, correct?
Technically, like,
but it's
a
just
bunch
Like a
got air.
6-foot entrance. I
Okay,
think.
so we have 15 minutes per person. We throw a bad guy in there, then one of us
Roughly.
goes in there and interrogates him, and you cast your thing inside.
Wait, that's super smart.
Well,
yeah.
like 10 minutes of air in the bag.
Exactly.
Minutes of air divided between two people means 5 minutes of air.
Yeah.
It's a lot
You
longer.
did have someone open the
It
top.
That's
could
at the
be
top.
me where I don't need air.
Assuming the top is closed.
Send him in there to
But-
interrogate the people. Say you have 10 minutes to tell me everything you know.
But then it's only
you'll
one of
run
us.
Or you'll run
And
out.
if I don't have all the questions just written down and don't
So we
know-
write down the questions. I have this autograph from that one guy. Just write down the questions on the back of these, and you send you in there, hook a guy in. He either dies or tells us things, and then we just hook the next guy in.
I like where your brain's at, but I think there's some truth to having a party, multiple people questioning for a variety of questions.
So you think we should have all of them together?
Not all of them together, but all of us together questioning
Oh.
them.
One
Not
guy,
split up
4
the
of us.
investigators, so we all.
What's the point of splitting them up if none of them can lie?
Different interpretations. It would still influence how they're answering, and if they're answering truthfully.
They
Well,
can choose not to answer.
They can choose not to answer. They can also twist their words in such a way where they might be telling the truth, but they're omitting things.
Okay, well let's
Yeah.
get started.
Zone of Truth doesn't prevent lies of omission.
All right, so we just kind of put Daisy on the other, all of them. Take one into the woods, smack him a couple times, put the Zone of Truth down. Is he asking questions line
You
of time?
sound like you're from.
2 feet.
You
You
have
have
so
you kind of hit the Vargas. He's like, hang on a sec. How about you don't do that?
Hey, you're still unconscious.
Kicks him.
Yeah, go up and kick his head. Yeah.
Roll the hit.
Well, I say we get this on.
17. It doesn't kill him. It's non-lethal, but
Possible cuts.
All
We
right.
could split them up, but then we have to have a guard over the ones that are split up.
or 2 go with one, 2 go with the other. We just
How many people do we have? We have 3?
there's
4?
5.
5.
It's 5. They have more people than
Yeah, one. Yeah, because there's 6.
So
one died.
so two on one. Go talk to 2 at a time. Get it done in 20 minutes.
Alright.
Done deal.
Daisy could take watch over several tied up people.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they start waking up, just kick them.
Which I'm actually gonna have Daisy heal herself a couple times real quick, just because she was injured.
Alright, I'm gonna start doing this. And I start grabbing the guy's shoe and start pulling him into the forest.
Which one?
15 on a strength check.
Are we getting the guy with the gun or the guy that tried to kill Johann?
Probably the guy who tried to kill Johann
So the
first.
barbarian dwarf.
Barbarian dwarf.
Argle.
He's gonna be annoying to get stuff out of, so might as well do him first.
Alright.
For a small guy, he's freaking heavy.
I mean, we could also just keep them all unconscious, just wake one up at a time.
That's fair. That's a lot easier.
Don't even have to
Still
drag
have
him.
You dragged him like 5 feet.
Yeah.
We still have to take them away because they might regain consciousness,
And then we kick them.
And then
but they might regain consciousness and not say anything. You can
The
wake
only
up
thing
and
that I have to do is cast a spell. I will make sure that they don't regain consciousness and I have a giant stick to bump people with. How about that?
Let's just start waking people
That
up. Aurora kicks a person right next to her.
it's the
who's-
one I'm holding. You kick the dwarf's head.
Wake up! Sorry. I'm very passionate about it. I do not like these people.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped the leg. Well,
Have this thing.
The next one to wake up after Nathaniel is.
Oh, Nathaniel's already awake.
Well, he got knocked down.
back
Kicked him
Right.
in the face.
Right.
The next one to wake up is their cleric Ariana.
well, that's not the one you kicked, but we got one. Alright, you person on the ground. What were the questions?
Why are you looking at me?
I
We
don't
have to
know.
cast Zone of
Okay,
Truth.
anyone else?
I will cast Zone of Truth. Somebody else asked for questions.
How long does Zone of Truth last?
I don't know. I'll look at it.
I think it's like.
I think it's like 10 minutes. It might be an
I
hour.
think at the most it's 10 minutes.
I'll double check it.
It might be
I feel like
a
it's-
minute for
I
all.
feel like it's.
Might be a day. I don't know. Who cares? Let's go with that.
With my elk standing over me, I take my newly found pistol from the last guy. I mean, it's not even loaded, but I just rack it back and put it up to the guy's head and just say, "Where's Alora?"
We already know.
That's what we were trying
That's-
to get out of you.
Oh, jeez.
You think if we
Kelvin?
knew where she was, we would have come to you in the first place?
She has to make a save.
Accidentally sets it off. Just-
yeah. You try to mess with it, it clicks, and yeah, there's no bullet in it. It just like clicks on her head, and she's like,
Love.
it's just a
You're
text.
really bad at this.
I
No.
put the thing away.
Spell save.
DC Wisdom save of 15.
That's okay.
Wonderful. I know that she failed. I announced that she failed. The duration is 10 minutes.
Oh, we have plenty of time then.
Sweet. Wait, failed what?
Let's do a test. I smack the person and say, what is the capital of Dawn's Rest?
Don't.
That's
Is it
not-
Dawn's the capital itself?
He's good.
Or just like
I'm a female.
And Aurora just like,
What?
just kind of like walks in front, squats in front of her, Ariana.
Yeah.
Who employed you? Who employed you?
It was more of a, shadowy figure type of a deal than necessarily one person.
Do you have a name of the person who tried to employ you?
Doesn't answer.
This would be that moment where violence is involved.
I'm not sure. I
Aurora just like says, no wait. Pulls out her rapier.
pulling at a coin slowly.
Just like puts the tip of the blade right under like this eye socket.
You have
that's a
two
bit
of-
too quick.
You have 2 of these, right?
Oh my gosh!
Yes,
Really good.
anybody who can count can see that.
It was rhetorical. Night.
Do you need this one?
I mean, technically, no.
I want to just grab Aurora's shoulder, pull her back, think that's not how you do it, as I pull out my carpenter's tools.
You see this immediate moment of panic. Ah, shiz!
So,
Cross your face.
Do you want to answer the questions?
Or am I gonna have to start picking tools?
And I can get rid of your eye too. And she gets like this gleam in her eye. Like,
Can we do it? Can we?
I mean, I'm already answering truthfully for some reason, which leads me to believe that you cast zone of truth on me.
That's not important. Anyways, any name for your employers?
I mean, if you look through our stuff, you should see our letter of employment. We should have.
Anything beyond that?
Nathaniel's probably the best one to ask. He's the party leader.
-1.
He kind of is the one who would direct us on jobs and talk to people. He's the one who actually talked to them and got us the job.
So what do you know?
From what I know, it's an organization, not a person who hired us. And
Motivations?
They have powerful connections, from what I understand. As far as I'm aware, for motivations, it was just getting back at someone who had stolen from them.
Any idea what they stole?
We were just told it
Any
was an
chance
important key.
you were misled?
Again, we were just, from what we were told, it was a key that was stolen.
So we're looking
Key
for-
to what?
That we weren't told. And we didn't really ask. I mean, when somebody offers you the potential of 20,000 gold, you don't necessarily ask a lot of questions.
Wait a
which
minute.
we
I'm with him.
probably should have. She's saying this as she's nervously looking at the saw that you have in front of you. And the wood chisel.
wait. You know that you were told that this person that you're hunting has a key.
Stole a key.
It
Presumably.
stole a key.
Do you know what the key looks like?
No.
Could you? So you couldn't describe it. So
No,
were
no,
you hired
we
just
we
to?
were told to capture her and bring her back.
Okay. So not to
Her
recover
or
the key.
Laura?
Allure.
So you were supposed to recover the person.
Well, yes, because presumably, either she would have the key on her still, or they would be able to get the information where the key is.
Question. Where did you meet this shadowy figure? Do you know where your leader met them?
I mean, when we got employed, we were in Mistwatch.
Missed watch. Okay.
What were the other questions?
When? When were you hired?
We've
How long
been
ago?
following you guys since you left Lycanmore.
Mercy.
When were you hired?
A couple weeks before that.
Why not attack us any other time? Why not?
Yeah, why attack us now?
Seemed like a good time. You were kind of separated out on the road.
So you were. That means you guys were aware of the whole witch tree mother person, weren't you?
Woman of the woods.
Could have third partied us.
We actually had kind of just caught up to you on the road. We kind of lost you there for a second,
Gosh dang it.
to be honest. It was rather embarrassing.
Did you see?
Why am I telling you this?
Did you ever see another guy who dresses a lot like me and looked very angry?
No.
Good.
Who
Good.
are you looking for? What?
You never know.
You might want to watch out for that one. He seems like he could be trouble.
We know
I,
he's trouble.
I step out of the circle.
Oh yes, I would be answered. Oh, I'm curious.
Yes, if we are standing anywhere near this lady, we're all in the circle.
Wisdom?
I step out of the circle.
Oh, nat 20.
Calvin.
15.
Yeah.
I don't tell you a
Sorry,
thing.
mate.
That's this later.
You can.
Where goes my nat 20 for the roll?
I'm so
You
lucky
just
that I have
stay
bigger
there,
problems than you right now.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, so I know that what you
15.
You succeed if you succeed, if you fail, fail. I know anybody who succeeds or fails. Not that it matters.
Yeah.
I purposefully pass.
The
That's fine.
dwarf wakes up at this point. Oh man, I've got a right headache.
You want me to kick him?
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Wait.
No, I think
We want the new
I think
guy.
Ariana's.
He fails the wisdom save.
He failed.
I say we kick the guy that we were interrogating and go with the new guy.
I think Ariana's fine. I think just pull out a strip of cloth or something and
What
just
is
gag him.
happening?
You should go gag the cleric.
Oh, great.
No.
That was.
You gonna punch him?
I Yes.
I found it.
Can I roll to catch
I'm
the
gonna roll
punch? We're gonna
really bad
interrogate
dice.
this
Two.
person.
I found this. You go to punch, he like moves his head out of the way, and then like headbutts your arm. It doesn't do any damage to it. You just like
It's just like
knocks it
hyperextends.
away.
Ow.
This is the dwarf.
Yeah, come at me. I'll bite your knees off.
I think that's all you could reach.
Hurtful. That's
I've had worse.
Anyway, we
hurtful,
got a
little
couple
man.
questions. If you answer truthfully and thoroughly, we'll let you go. You and your party.
Yeah, and I cock my gun again.
Did you load it this time?
Tea while we
No.
do this.
You say that is.
That's her genuine reaction. She goes, like,
Weren't you threatening
And
to
why
kill
would we
us?
trust you?
You're
You
not
don't
dead
have
yet,
to.
are you? We could have simply killed you and gone on our way.
We could have thrown you in our portable hole.
do you have
The cleric
information?
goes, yeah, but they're all interrogating us, and we are going to tell the truth.
She's gagged.
I gagged.
Yeah, he's.
How, how,
question for you.
So it seems that we're being interrogated.
I mean, you did randomly attack us on the road and threaten one of our party members, so I feel like we're entitled
Well,
to
it
this.
wasn't random. It was very much an intention.
To us, it was random. Shut up with your sass.
Well, that's how an ambush works.
Question
It's
for
how you
you.
know you did it right if it seemed to be random to them.
What the elf say?
So,
What is she?
FL, if I can.
this person that you were hired by, or this organization, if you don't succeed, what happens to you and your party?
But if you don't get paid,
So technically, they're not entitled to any like legitimate. Okay, no, I mean, no, that's useless.
the 20,000 gold is 20,000 gold.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Worth risking your life for.
I punched my own mother for that.
20,000 gold would have been enough for our party at the time.
The silence was so loud.
Deafening silence.
Jeez.
Unlocked.
Anyway,
Calvin, maybe you should just take a step back.
The dwarf looks at you. I punch a lot of people. I don't think I'd punch my mother. Granted, it's partially because she'd rip my arms off if I did, but she's a scary woman.
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
want to know about the worst. Why I don't want to go
Anyway,
to the state in any shape or form.
anyway, Kyra, questions?
New party leader unlocked.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I just forgot. that-
When,
I'm just
where?
gonna ask. Yeah. When, where were you hired?
From what I remember, we were around Mistwatch at the time when the boss, Nathaniel over there, he looks over and you can see a boot print in the side of his head across his face.
Is he the one?
He looks like you kicked him in
He's
the
the one.
face.
Yeah.
No.
No.
One of you did. But
Yeah.
he came up to us and Mistwatch and told us we had a job that was going to pay us 20,000 gold. I didn't really ask him questions. I was in.
Fair enough. You do seem to be the bronze of the group.
What's that supposed to mean?
You clearly aren't the one making up the plans.
He's calling you stupid.
He's just like,
I didn't
Giving
say
Muses-
those words.
Please, sir. No.
Anyways, you don't seem to have any contradictory information so far.
you damnable little scrap heap.
Continue.
I've been called Wes.
I think we should wake this Nathaniel creature.
Ooh,
He's
is he going to try to break free? Does that mean we get to hurt him again?
You're the one saying the violence.
This is Maddie talking. Maddie
Yeah.
wants to hurt people. Yoshiko's completely upset by this situation. I like to be feisty. Moving on.
Okay, alright. For sure.
Moving on.
Okay.
So
Like
what
I said,
happens?
in such a soft voice. It was so funny.
As you're saying that, he's managed to undo his bonds behind his back.
I notice. You got
He
14
just kind of like
passive.
popped it real quick, more than anything. And the moment he pops it, he stands up and is going to like lunge at the closest person.
They'll probably be Aurora. She was in the face of the cleric.
I was in the face of the cleric.
You're
Yeah,
It'd
it's
probably be me because
It
I'm
would
the
be
one
you.
actively
Yeah,
interrogating
he's
him.
gonna lunge at you, and he sees the carpenter tools in front of you, so he's going to try and grab one of your tools
Okay.
at random, and then try and use it for a leverage thing. Make a contesting strength check.
Oh, not an attack.
Can I assist him after seeing this?
I send my elk at him because I still got that.
Okay.
To be
15.
fair, it's 4v1. I'm just
Right.
gonna watch it.
He stands up, goes to grab it, and you've seen this coming real quick. You grab his wrist, pin it down, and are able to, if you want, you could grab one of your tools, stab him with it or something, but you are able to grab him. He grabbed the wood chisel and went to raise it up, and you grabbed his hand and pinned it down.
I'm
And
just
then
gonna
you're
slide
able
the
to
tool a bit
restrain him.
further.
Yeah. You are able to grab and restrain him.
I'm gonna reach to grab the chisel out of his hand.
Imagine trying the robot. He's
Is it
good.
just I can just take it out, or
I'll see what that roll, yeah.
okay? Take it out.
You got an 11.
You're only alive due to our good graces. Do you really want to test that?
Say yes so I can do something. And you'll see I just produce a little flame in my hand and I'm just sparkling with death, I guess.
He sits back down.
Whoa!
No. Apart from that little outburst, you've answered our questions. So, we're just gonna tie you up again, gag you, and then wait for your next party
It's
member.
the shoe. Something like that.
Now, if you patiently wait until we finish our questions, you can all go freely. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds somewhat fair.
Okay.
I mean, considering you killed one of our party members, we could be doing a lot worse.
We did kill one of theirs.
He looks over to the dead body of the dragon boy. Well, you killed one of ours.
I'm sorry, but you started this.
Yeah,
You
can't,
initiated
You
this.
can't be mad about that.
I'm gonna turn
And
around
you
and
tried
start
to talk
hog-tying him.
civilly at first.
I don't think you
We're
really did.
actively threatening you were going to kill a party member. That's not talking civilly. You fetcher.
He asked for the information first. We could have just attacked.
Again,
You know what? Maybe we don't talk to this guy. And I come up behind him and smack him again.
What are you gonna hit him with?
I don't know. I don't want to use anything.
He's gonna pistol whip him or.
I don't know. Yeah, I
Don't
just
kill
backhand
him.
him.
Probably come back after us.
13.
Eh.
That's
We don't
probably
kill
a
them, they're
couple.
probably gonna come back after us.
That'll miss
I
him.
know
A
this,
13 will miss him.
but you're
He,
gonna have to
ducks,
argue with
he's
you
gonna
should go.
swing with the backhand.
Stop dodging!
Is he tied up again?
Try
Not
getting good
yet.
at
I'm
fighting.
gonna hog tie him this time.
Okay.
He's
So.
pushing me.
He is gonna try and stop you from hog tying him.
Natural 20.
21. So you are going. what's your
22.
Okay, yeah. You are able to overpower him and hog tie him like a cowboy tying up a steer.
Yeah.
He is very much protesting, though. And he is currently cursing at you in Dwarvish.
That's a nasty swear word there.
The one I can hear. I can understand. No, you don't have to bring my mother into this. Have one.
What was this about your mother being a calculator?
Mark.
I mean, we're all calculators.
Can I
Drag him
continue?
over, I'm gonna gag him. And then. Who do we want to interrogate next?
Sorry,
You
this
should
is
gag him.
complete aside.
Yeah.
If I make tea, we are just heed to these people. Is that would I be able to make some sort of diplomacy check to be like, hey, we don't want to kill you, calm down,
You
kind
know,
of
it's
thing?
try persuasion.
Wonderful. I'm gonna go make tea. I don't want to be involved in this right now.
Alright, fair enough. Let's see. We've got Nathaniel, the leader. We have the ranger. Who was the last one? The Owlin?
The owlin.
Yep, the Owlin do stuff.
We don't want to
I think Nathaniel last.
well.
Do we want to? Aurora, you should come help me make tea.
The ranger and the blood hunter Owlin wake up.
Hey,
Both of them?
Aurora. Yeah, you might
That's
want
fine.
to set off this.
Have them make the check.
Yeah.
I don't-
Tyr just made the owl person is awake.
Hey, go make tea, mate.
Do I see this person?
Off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Eladrin elf. What's her problem?
Hey, go make tea with.
The other
Both of them
person.
fail as well, man. I am rolling really low on these certain zone of truth.
Both failed.
saves.
Help me make
Thank
tea while
you.
they interrogate the owl person.
Don't go.
Like tears are like forming, and she just like and then like
She's gonna grab you
she
by the
literally pulls me away. Like I let her just pull,
Absolutely.
and the whole time I'm like looking at the owl.
She's just patting you back there.
Imagine if somebody had a spell that was zone of lies. The only thing that can happen in the zone is lies.
Alright, I have just like a bit of rope, and I step back into the circle and do like the little like.
Whoa!
Alright, who's
Belt
next?
Like with a belt.
Yeah. Who's next?
Well, they're both awake. Question for both of you. When were you hired? Where were you hired? Why did you take this job?
Both of them kind of look at each other. Look over to the other two that are awake and gagged, and the clerk kind of like nods at them.
If you answer truthfully and
While the
thoroughly,
barbarian's like,
you answer truthfully and thoroughly, you will not be harmed and you will be freed, on the condition that you do not hunt us down.
the owl looks over at the boot print that's on his face.
And then, yeah, I cracked the thing again.
I'm guessing he didn't answer truthfully.
No, no.
That's that pass fucking lie.
I have a 2 on my deception check.
Okay. Feeling a little bit of mixed information here.
He's
I had
done.
tea.
He's learning.
Sorry, could you repeat the 3 questions?
When were you hired? Why were you hired? And where were
This
you
is the
hired?
higher level. When, like, it's been almost a month at this point that we've been on this job.
Which ones?
It was around. It was either around Mistwatch or Mothwatch. Sorry, my head's still kind of spinning. I think it was Mistwatch that we were hired at. It was Nathaniel who took the job, came up to us and said he had a job for 20,000 gold. We found out about you guys and Aurora having potential connection to Allura when he overheard you when we just happened to be at a tavern. And that's when we started following you guys, trying to see if we could track her down.
Which city would that be in?
That was in Lycanmore.
Yeah. Okay.
We're kind of dumb.
Have we?
The Allen Pipes. I think the first time we caught wind of that was when they were in Moss Hollow.
Expand on that.
I think that was when we first just kind of overheard someone talking about Allura there, and we started trying to figure out who it was that we had overheard, lost them in the crowd, and then we eventually, heard it again at Lycanmore, but I'm pretty sure it's probably the same person.
What do they look like?
This is the Alan.
No.
Well, you're not here. So.
Oh shoot, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're probably close enough to hear, just off a distance, sort of
True.
not actively having a
What do they
panic
look
attack.
like?
Here, what did the people that you heard look like?
Well, you guys.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, we were talking about following you, so.
I mean, to be fair, we
Yeah.
do have a colorful party. It's not hard for people to look like us or not look like us.
So you
I
were
mean, they're
just
unique. I mean, Bird Lady here especially stands out.
Yeah, you call it that too.
I mean, her new outfit is much better for hiding, but her previous one was very, very different from everyone else.
Aurora. So, is the owl person still up?
yeah.
Aurora kind of like stands up, holding her cup of tea, shuffles over, right over your, shuffles over,
Dumps the hot tea on.
stands next to Cairo, shivering, while looking at this thing.
Child.
Dude, have you stuttering a little bit too? How do they know about my connection with her, or is it because like we talked about it, or like have you heard like mention it?
We overheard you talking about her a couple times.
They heard our conversations in Lycanmore and Mascella.
And then sent a letter to get permission to interrogate you if you needed.
Yoshiko?
Yes.
So you had contact with your...
Again, well, not all of us. Nathaniel is the one who, again, is in charge. He's the party leader.
Yes.
How much tea do you have?
Also the Alan's looking at you like, get a grip, woman.
Shut up.
How much tea do you have?
1 moment, please.
Like, no, in the pot.
In the pot, enough.
Enough?
Enough for the people here, including the people we have tied up.
Keep in mind, you poured this cup like 1 second ago. She just goes,
No!
Splash of hot tea.
splash, and like, little smile.
You're gonna splash the Alan with hot tea.
Hot tea, super hot tea. Like, just got poured 20 seconds ago. I'm sorry, I just, I'm actually not sorry, I'm sorry.
He
She
starts
turns around.
screaming because it is really hot tea.
I don't.
And then she just goes, and turns around, is like still really scared, walks away. I'm so sorry. I just, I don't really know what you know. Nice monkey.
I
Yes.
step forward and cast it here.
What was that
Hold on,
bullcrap?
anybody
I'm
else?
answering truthfully, not getting hurt.
That was
I
his
s-
promise, not her promise.
Sorry,
okay?
that one was personal.
Don't apologize for interrogating these people.
Me, Eladrin. What do you mean that one was personal?
I heal her 7 health from cure
And
wounds.
why is she acting like that?
She took 7
To be
HP
fair,
from
you,
that?
like,
No, I
actively
healed her
threatening
7
her,
after that.
She, I mean,
Right,
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh.
Yeah.
You gotta start using hot liquids.
Like,
Thank you.
Hot alcohol.
sorry about her. She has a thing with owls. Anyways,
not other birds, apparently.
Wait, really? Fear of owls?
I don't know.
Don't.
But they're
Anyways,
basically just feathery watermelons.
Roll for
Wings.
slash zone.
fears aren't logical.
Calling yourself a watermelon?
I mean, look at me. I'm a short, squat fluff ball with wings.
Pretty good.
I'm 3 feet of angst and anger.
Is this the owl talking?
Yes, this is the owl talking.
This owl's got some things going on too.
He is. He's like a 3 foot tall, floofy owl.
Do you know if owlins are genetically related to Tengu in any way?
The heck's a Tengu.
Dang it.
What's genetics?
It's me.
No one knows what genetics are
Oh,
here.
so real? Yeah.
What the frick is biology?
Ancestrally.
Familial.
Bird.
Again, I've never heard
Burb.
of Tengu.
This is what I am.
I mean, we are bird people, so. I don't think so.
Alrighty then. Just curious. Do we have?
Did your mom get frisky with an owl?
Oh my glory! Don't insult me.
What is with
It
this
was a
group?
general. It was a genuine question.
No.
No, yeah, don't piss off the bird.
Do you have
Yeah, she'll
angel
rip
blood in
everyone's
you or
head off.
something?
Also no. I didn't know angels existed until recently.
Angels
Very
You
exist.
cultured.
confuse me.
Congratulations. So do most people. I don't want to talk to these people anymore. Can we get rid of them?
Do we have what we know, or what we want to know?
Let's have one more person to ask.
Oh,
I was gonna ask them a question and then all this.
Sorry. Are we done with this one?
I was like,
Bring.
why do I travel with you guys?
You suck.
One more question. What was it? What was the last thing I asked you?
You asked me the 3 questions about when we got the job, where we got the job, how long we've been following you.
Right. You said you sent a letter back to who hired you. So you have
Again, Nathaniel did that.
Nathaniel did, okay.
Do not
we
forget
done?
that.
Why would you hunt down a person with very limited information?
20. I'm
We
gonna
got
answer this
offered
for you.
20,000.
Yeah, I know. That's
Like,
it.
no, before you say anything, don't act like you wouldn't have done that too for 20,000 gold.
I wouldn't have
I
thought
don't
twice.
either deny
Probably
or
would, looking at you.
No, you said he wouldn't have thought twice.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought twice. I would have gone straight for it, mate.
Yeah, see exactly that.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Like Paul's hand in the bandits for a second. Yeah, exactly. Attack it.
I'm not here to get beat up. I'm just here to ask a question. Oh, I have a question. So, this blood order. Beyond the point that it sounds wildly suspicious, she's gonna squint at them angrily. What else do you know about it?
The Order of the Blood Rose?
Blood drops.
Just that they're implying us and that the target had stolen a key from them. Or artifact or something. But
Yeah.
honestly, I really wasn't paying attention too much when they were saying when
You
it got
guys
stolen.
are crappy party members. Your leader is the only thing holding you together. We've
That's
interrogated.
very hurtful.
Yeah, imagine if you were the weak link in your party.
And then Aurora
You're
goes,
the weak link.
Honestly, your leader is leading you into, like, I don't know, horrible danger. What if we were bloodthirsty murderers? You'd end up like her over there.
Well, we can't really deal with bloodthirsty murderers. We're an adventuring party.
I'm just saying, you could at least support your leader
Do we
instead
understand?
of being.
We do, that's why we trust him so much.
Why
Why not
don't you
kill him?
listen? You wouldn't be in this
Do we
position to
need
use
this
it.
Okay, sometimes the
take
details
this
and like
now.
legal details are not there.
Be
They
better.
can be poor.
20,000 gold.
I walk over to gag him and throw him to the side.
As he starts gagging him, I come over and just again trying to knock him out.
The ranger. I have one piece of potentially valuable information.
Thank you.
As he says that, I natural 20 the crap out of this guy.
Shit, so you hear his head just like crack back as he
Wait,
flops
was
in
this
the
the
guy.
Owlin or was this the Eldarin?
The guy that was talking.
Ow.
Oh, well, they both were.
The two that were gagged, like the barbarian and the cleric, look at each other like they're not keeping their promise. And the ranger goes,
Please stop hitting
it's very evident
people.
that you guys are not being honest with us here.
He's not being honest because he's not actively in the
He's
circle.
the chaotic.
Well, I don't really care about your promise if it isn't from everyone.
I didn't make the promise, man.
No, I don't want to share my one piece of important
Calvin.
information.
Fine, I'll go make tea. And I turn around, I drag my big old elkin boar over, over the tea area
Okay.
and sit down.
It's been over an hour. This is Jack the Map, they're gone.
Wait,
Actually,
They
no,
last-
'cause they
yeah.
last.
They last all
They
day.
last all day.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Alright. I promise. I'm in the circle. I failed. I promise that he will not come back over and punch you. I'm stopping first. And just punches everyone, don't take it personally.
I look at him.
What circle and failure?
Circle of Truth.
That thing,
Oh,
I would
yeah,
assume
that's
there
not
would be
a truth
some
on us.
sort of visual effect for
Yeah,
that, would
the
there not?
probably visual.
Anyway.
Oh,
That
they did
explains
just
why
wake
I'm
up,
weirdly
so.
honest about things.
Yeah, So,
See, I gotta get out and drag them over and come back to the Eldarin. You said you had information? Elaborate.
Well, I have one piece of useful information, but now I really don't want to share it.
Mate, you can share. I'm not gonna do none.
I just watch you.
My
watch
promise
you after
still
saying, if you told the
stands.
truth, you wouldn't hurt someone. Punch our owlet in the
Yeah,
face.
I never said that.
My promise still stands. You saw me uphold my promise with the Owlin after the
to be fair,
tea.
he's the one to be worried about. He kind of freaks us all out.
Yeah, he's the one that even I'm scared of me.
I mean, he is the one with the interrogation tools laid out.
You've caught me in a good mood.
I
You
don't,
don't want
like
that.
this mood.
Yeah, we do too.
You
Would
guys
some
barely
tea
met
help?
Haber.
Okay.
I just
Holy
like your
water.
character.
Specifically crafted from the holy water spring.
Holy water tea. Never had that before. I'll take a cup.
Yeah, that's just good.
You answer and you'll get a cup.
Tempting.
The tea is worth.
I'll spike
Can I
it
at
if
least
you
try
want.
a sip to see if it would be worth it?
That seems fair.
How do I know that your information is worth it?
It's a sip of tea.
The premise still stands. You want to test out our goods? How do I know your goods worth it?
To be frank, I'm not really sure myself if it is. I've noticed people have omitted a piece of information.
Tell us and I promise they'll get you a cup of tea.
Well, just that the people that we work for wear these red amulets that look like flower petals. But they kind of also look like a blood drop. They call themselves the Order of the Blood Rose.
But these people pale and pasty.
Well, I actually was one of the other ones who was there with Nathaniel when he made the job deal. Well, they wear cloaks in the first place, but specifically, they've got a lot of connections. Like, there are a lot of people in this group.
I think you're working for a bunch of vampires, man.
Yeah, you've never questioned.
I don't think they're vampires. I mean, we're talking about people with connections that are lords and ladies of mystery here. And, you
Which
know,
are presumably
that much time
very
around the
old.
church, though.
That doesn't strike a few red
They are
flags.
presumably very old, are they not? If you have so many
Well, I would
connections.
think that the church would be able to detect vampires hiding among their city.
They could have deals, you never know. I've known the church to do some.
You're trying to say the church that operates with angels could be corrupt like that? Although actually,
I've
to be
seen
fair,
things.
around Vesna's realm, she doesn't really let the church in, to be fair.
Vesna, Lady Vesna?
Yeah, I mean, she's the one who,
What's
you know,
it's
controls
is Vesna's last name or is that?
from Vesna Devon.
Yeah, okay, Devon. I was gonna say Devon. That's not.
Her territory is everywhere from Mothwatch to Moon Creek, in the Mountains of Mist. And she's, from what I understand, she's one of the, or she's the only, what we would consider the High Lady.
High Lady of
High
the
Lady,
area,
High Lord.
or
She's the High Lady of the area.
Okay.
She's one of the 4
does she have any
High
known
Lords
connections
slash
to
ladies
the
who are
order?
trying to become the High Lord of Mystery.
Yeah.
As far as I know, she doesn't have any connections. As far as I know who we dealt with, it was people connected to minor lords.
There's probably some connection there.
I'm a family
We
friend.
only ever
Yes.
met with 3 people. I just know a little bit about it because I recognized a couple of the symbols. So I really couldn't tell you how far wide and expanding it is. I just know that I've seen it through a couple of towns.
Very well.
And I saw a couple of them in Moss Hollow.
I think he's earned his tea.
Okay.
That's proven very helpful. We'll follow up on it.
Can I untie the person to enjoy their tea?
Sure.
Yay.
That would make it much easier, thank you.
You're sure we'll untie the person. She's just going, she's
No
gonna
need to
step.
do my legs, just my hands, please.
See? It doesn't have to be so freaking hard. And she's gonna look at the dwarf.
This is wonderful, and if I'm not wrong, it does seem to have kind of a hint of almost like a spruce or maybe like a fir needle tea to it, almost a little bit.
Enjoy your teas. See, somebody finally appreciates this.
Did
I
you
appreciate
like honey
tea.
to this? Or is that just the
I'm
natural
saying
flavor?
outside of the party. I can't sell it to you guys.
Did you add honey to this, or is that just the natural flavor?
It is the natural flavor.
This is amazing.
You don't know, do you?
Keep talking.
I've never had no one talk to me about the flavor of this thing. You know, after we're done with this, if you really want more,
It actually changes based on the person.
Sell it.
It changes based on the person to be something that would be delicious to them.
Oh. This is
So
new.
everyone actually tastes it differently.
That's kind of sick.
It's fun.
Tastes like roast beef stew.
It tastes like nothing to
It
me.
tastes like whatever kind of tea they like.
Still tastes like. I don't know what tea
So, if
really
your party
is.
wants to purchase any of this after we untie them and you guys are on your merry way.
We stole all their money.
Oh yeah, don't.
We stole all their money. Don't
Yeah,
say that.
Don't try to do that. I respect
Was
the.
Yoshiko paying attention when this happened?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I
because
know
there's
that.
all the
I
You
know.
guys
layers.
also stole all their weapons and gear.
Yeah.
It's I just kind of rub it.
Yoshiko will realize this and she's like, I'll just give you guys a few packages for the road.
Bad.
Thank you.
Problem. Okay, do we need these guys anymore?
Well, we need to talk to Nathaniel, that's the leader.
Yeah.
But we don't need this guy.
You will bring no harm to these
Just
people.
let him enjoy the tea. Speaking of tea,
Version
the
will
dwarf doesn't get tea. She says as she looks at him. But the cleric can have some because she was helpful. And she'll untie the cleric and bring another pot of tea.
Untie the cleric. Wait, so
Besides
everyone's
the
untied.
feet.
Oh,
Not everyone, just the two.
The two people that were actually helpful, Yoshiko is using tea as a make-up for the fact that
Beat the crap
we
out
were
of him.
not keeping our promises, as in Calvin was being himself.
So we go wake up Nathaniel?
Don't hit him.
What can I do that's equally as funny?
You shake him awake or pour alcohol on him or something. Just don't hurt him, please.
Don't-
I
Don't tell him to do that.
Wants a match after.
Yeah.
don't actually have any. Who has my alcohol bottles? Someone took my bottles.
actually, you don't know that those
Yeah,
are
no,
gone.
that's right. Mascella stole it. Has all of your
You're right.
gear.
Someone has all my stuff.
Alright, you know what? All of you are useless. Yoshiko's gonna walk over and start wafting tea under this man's nose. Yoo-hoo! Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, as they say in your country.
And after that doesn't work for about 5 minutes, I smack him.
I swear all of his holy Calvin!
He's only gonna like.
6.
He's unconscious. Slapping him is not waking him up.
Yoshiko's going to punch you in the gut.
I'll just let it hit. You can just roll damage.
I walk over and drag him into the circle before I wake him up. I'm gonna cure wounds.
That's 7 points of damage.
Oh.
Stop.
He does not fail. He succeeds.
Oh!
Liver push.
He's gonna be able to lie. I can recast it.
I think we'll be fine. We have
He
enough
looks over at
information.
you and goes, "You kick like a girl."
Oh, what did you just say to me?
You kick like a girl.
I run up and do a.
I will use my spear this time.
So
Go
Aurora will.
I mean, I've been kicked by a girl that hurts, so.
So we've been. So we're under.
More specifically, you kick like a 6-year-old girl.
I tried kicking him again and I rolled a 3. I do the Charlie Brown thing where I like.
You know, you really telegraph your attacks.
Aurora, keep talking. I can't take this, and I just like
Anyway,
shuffle away.
so Aurora is thinking like, okay, we have a lot of information already. We can ask him the same information, and we'll know if he's lying.
Yeah.
Who hired you? If you lie, I'll hurt you.
I say the same thing. If you answer truthfully and thoroughly, we'll let you go. You and your party go.
He takes a look around for a second. Well, being that it looks like you've already run through all of our stuff, you should have found our letter of agreement.
This is
No,
the
so-
meeting.
Answer what you are going to say.
We were paid by an employer.
And who is that employer?
They call themselves the Order of the Blood Rose. They offered 20,000 gold. I didn't ask any questions.
Have you had any previous employment by this order?
We don't know if
In
that's.
fact, I didn't
When-
even know they existed before they reached out to us.
When were you hired?
A couple months ago. I guess probably about a month, maybe month and a half-ish.
What were you hired to do exactly?
Track down a thief.
Surely you have.
Specifically, Laura. That's the reason we were asking you about her.
Okay.
What towns are these Blood Rose people stationed in?
Well, I mean, when we met them, they were in Mistwatch.
I'm gonna look at the Elder, and didn't you say they were in multiple towns? If you wouldn't mind explaining further.
Well, I have seen the amulets in multiple towns.
And they are.
Well, I've seen it in Moss
We've
Hollow
seen
and
it.
in Mothwatch.
They're international.
And
Have
Mistwatch.
I seen? Because we saw the amulets at Moth Hollow. Have I seen the amulets in other cities
Make a
over the
history check.
years? Okay. Well, 8.
Not that you can
Would you count This. Yeah, no, I don't. Jewelers. Never mind.
Yeah, not that you can think of.
Okay. So yeah, the first time I saw them would have been in Mascella. First and only time. And those were vampire related.
Oh, we know there were people that were under the thrall of vampires,
Yeah.
and then one
There
slashed
there
their face.
seems to be vampire-related activity with them.
The ones in Mascella that we dealt with were under the thrall of a vampire.
This is why you
Well, that
asked
doesn't
questions.
necessarily mean that the organization itself is under the thrall of vampires. It could just be that those people were.
Use your brain. Order of the Bloody Rose. Does that sound vampire related?
Well, roses are blood red.
Bloody Rose. Not Blood Rose.
It's Order of the Blood Rose.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Warhammer's Bloody Rose. So Order of the Bloody Rose.
Well, look, when we started poking around the organization, we had a vampire come after us, so it just makes sense that there's. It may not be everyone in the system, but somebody higher up probably is a vampire.
I mean, it's concerning, but church will deal with it.
Have you ever asked any more questions about this? Regarding what was stolen, who stole it, why they stole it,
just,
anything of that nature?
They wouldn't answer any questions I asked. They just told me that it was an artifact or key of great significance to them, and that they were willing to pay $20,000 for the person who stolen it. Not necessarily to try and recover it, and not to worry about that, but just to find the person.
Did you? You can go.
Aurora steps up. So yours
And
is
also that they'd pay money to us if we could find anyone who was who had connections or relation.
so you were trying to find Aurora, and I assume you were going to try to take her back alive as well.
Ideally, I mean, we'd get paid more for alive.
So if you were to take her back, where would you meet up with these people?
Well, they said to meet them in Mistwatch.
But we don't know if that's legit or not.
That's where we met them. That's where presumably we were going to.
What's the Eldarin's name?
The Eladrin.
Eladrin, sorry.
Fern.
Fern?
Fir.
Fur.
Yeah, like the tree, like a Douglas fir.
Okay. Fur told us that you had communications with them in Mosul.
Well,
You sent a letter back.
yeah, because we, ran into you guys there and wanted
Have
to see if they'd
you-
pay us if we could bring somebody else in with information.
So you told them about us.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have more people coming after us?
Gosh.
Alright, I say we leave
That
these people.
complicates things.
Just start getting a head start.
Alright, well here's the real question. If we let you go, are you gonna continue with this?
We don't know if he'll say. That's it. And I blurt out and I say, we don't know if he'll tell the truth.
That's fine.
I'd lie, but we both know that it wouldn't be true.
You'd continue to hunt us down, would you?
It's 20,000 gold. We might not worry about you guys, but we're still going after the Laura.
Alright, so we go
That
here.
is fair, but that makes us
But where you're
Even if our party member over there is dead, we can try and see if we can get someone to bring her back to life.
Alright.
It'll be costly, greatly costly to bring her back to life, but
Wait, we're your only lead. So where would you go to find her?
They'd follow us.
if
Simple
we
as
need
that.
to.
Cut the ligaments on their knees so they can't walk?
No, we promised them. Or
Well, that's
I
a little
promised.
dark.
Does anybody have
But
the command
answer.
spell?
Johann does.
Does anybody else have access to the
command
command
only
spell?
lasts 6 seconds.
Yeah, that's not a. You'd want
Suggestion.
Or command.
a
for
suggestion.
like that. Oh, I have Crown of Madness.
DS. Crown of Madness causes them to basically go in a frenzy. Rage. They
If
kinda
there was just some
attack
way
them.
we could just not kill them, I would very much like to take
And
that route.
Do the same thing as we did with the vampires and just bury them up to their necks and just leave them.
Hey guys!
They're
Yeah.
gonna.
Hey, let's make sure that everyone's still bound with their ropes. Aurora actually takes out her rapier at this
He's
very
fit.
moment.
You can see because that he's fidgeting with them, but he's not getting any progress.
The other people are just chilling with their teeth.
Well, the
Or
one is.
The one. Did I not give tea to somebody else? I thought I
No,
gave
just
tea
the
to cleric.
Oh yeah, the cleric in the
Cleric.
bathroom. The cleric's still gagged and tied up, but there's like a cup of tea in front of her.
Well, Nathaniel,
She can actually drink it though.
I forgot she's gay.
She
We're
can fall
bad
over.
at this guy.
She can fall over.
Well, she has a gag.
Yeah, she's gonna
It's
realize.
so true.
You realize this is your first time doing this, isn't it?
Would you just? Yes. Look, unfortunately, unlike you, we're not bloodthirsty, crazy people.
Well, we're not
Stop.
bloodthirsty crazy. We're people who were hired to do a job and make money.
Listen, money doesn't mean anything to morals.
This is.
Shut up.
Have you seen the world we live in?
That's great.
Morals kind of have a back burner here.
You know, I live in the nightmare waste, and I still have morals. So you can shut your mouth.
Now that's a little bullcrap. Nothing lives in the nightmare waste.
No.
You're
Okay,
just
she
going
does.
to be point to the circle. I cast this. I failed it. I live in the nightmare wastes.
Mate, she's telling the truth.
Are you sure she's not an Eldritch Horror?
Yeah, basically she is.
And you're traveling that willingly.
Yep.
To be fair, I'm one of the few people who is actively promoting that we shouldn't hurt you, so watch your mouth.
And she makes good teammates.
This is true. I wouldn't be
Very-
able to touch the fetching holy water if I was an Eldritch Horror, would I? She slurps the tea.
Well, technically, Eldritch Abomination's
Yeah.
good drink, and it only affects
Well, it
only
only
affects undead
fiends.
demons and fiends.
Alright,
You,
am I
whose side are you
am
on?
I hitting this guy?
Logic side.
I go up and just raise my hand above the guy's head. Can I just...
No. Calvin, take a step back.
It wouldn't hurt anyway.
I do a
Nathaniel?
light just bop on his head and walk away.
Nathaniel, I have a proposition for you and your group. I will give you back your musket, as well as a few shots of ammunition. On the condition that your party leaves us alone and doesn't track us down.
We both know that's not going to happen.
I didn't say you couldn't track down Allura. I said you couldn't track us.
Now that's a deal I can take. I would ask though, if possible, do you have someone who could maybe, you know, bring
Revivify.
your friend back to
How
life?
long has it been?
It's been an hour.
I'm sorry, but if we're going to bring your friend back to life,
It
you
is
have
outside
to
of the window
promise
of
I'll be
Revivify.
doing a lot
Yeah.
more.
It's outside the window.
I'm pretty sure Revivify
It's
is
an hour, I think, or a minute, something like that.
If it's a no, Aurora says, I'm sorry, your friend's gone.
Within the last minute.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, your friend's gone.
We did try to stabilize them.
Well, I don't know how long we've been unconscious for, so.
It's been about an hour. It's a bit past the point of no return for them. For our
You
kind
guys
of
are
magic.
More powerful person to do it than.
I would recommend going back.
I wish you luck with that, but I have nothing that can help you with that.
Are you going to be taking them with you to try to get them revived?
That would be the plan.
Well,
Just
that
get
is-
into a town where somebody can revive them if they won't.
How much time would that take you? I was actually going to ask how much would that cost.
They don't have money, but
That's why I was going to ask how much time would that
That'd
take
be a
you?
lot.
That's she was literally about to ask. How
Could
much.
be a very long time,
What are the
especially in the
spirits?
fact you guys have taken all of our golden gear.
Very true.
He's literally holding my pistol.
Yep.
what? Oh man! I put it away. It's like it's engraved. Like that's his name on it.
From Grandma.
I mean, you look like a resilient bunch. I'm sure you'll do fine.
All right, we leave him and head on our way.
Do we leave him with like a short sword?
They had a short sword.
You guys are
Right.
the worst.
I'm sorry, you tried to kill us.
Yeah,
Could
we
you
did this.
stop with the sass?
Who had the short sword that
I don't know.
We are literally feeding you tea.
Masala took a +1. There is a couple of non-magic basic weapons that you guys have left them.
We leave them 2 basic weapons.
I'm gonna give him back
One
his
has
musket.
the non-magic short sword.
Yeah.
We're gonna give back the
And
musket?
there's the
Yeah,
bow.
I'm gonna make
Well,
that
there's the
one.
bow that the ranger has too. And the great
Is
sword.
it a
of
short
the
bow or is it
barbarian.
a long bow?
Long bow.
Make all the ammunition fall.
Are you gonna want?
There's also the great sword of the barbarians.
You should probably give the
Was
rest back to
Johann
Barbarian.
gonna?
No, Johann didn't take that.
Johann already has a great sword, doesn't he?
He has a long sword.
With longsword, yeah.
Eh.
I think we're gonna say give that back to him. We'll confer with Penny and Desi when
Anything
they're back. but-
non-magical, we could probably
If
give back
anything,
as
we
a
could
gold.
just put ourselves in debt and then buy a short sword at another place.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him at least him back his musket and 8 shots of ammunition out of I think you said 16 before for the musket.
I think so.
As you go to pass him, he says, "Don't give it to me. I'll shoot you in the back with it."
I'd like to see you try.
That's why I'm telling you not to give it back, because I totally will.
But we would
Pass
kill
it
you.
up to the Eldritch. Blah, 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 blah.
That's what Aurora says, but we would kill you.
Very well. This is probably the most hospitable I've
You
been.
want to look like someone who really cares at this point.
Yikes. These guys suck.
I'm just saying, what's wrong with y'all? I live in the most inhospitable part of this world. Y'all don't really have an excuse. Your bad attitude sucks.
All right.
It's your own
Because
fault,
you
you're
live in
living
the most
misery.
inhospitable part that you're so nice.
That's
You and your people live off of kindness, don't you?
You're in the circle. Oh, it's been an hour.
Eat that.
People like you
She
make
passed.
me want to puke.
Kindness
Anyways,
can be
I'm not
fake.
gonna untie him. It can be. I'm not gonna untie him or the dwarf. But I think everyone else, the Owlin, the cleric, and the ranger, I think are good to untie.
How many packets of tea would I have had to use to make the tea for that many people?
Just one.
This one. Alright, Yoshiko will give them another 3 packets for the road to the Eladrin because everybody else is moving.
One of them has their hands untied. I
Yeah,
say just leave
2
them.
of them do.
2 of them, whatever. Just leave them.
Do you want your rope back?
Oh, no, you guys use their rope.
Use their rope.
Kinda.
Alright. So
Okay.
we weren't gonna do anything. We leave them.
Good luck, guys. And then Aurora literally starts walking down the road.
I turn back before we go. If I see you again and you still have this attitude, you will not survive.
Either
Wrap
that or
his
you
gun
won't.
back.
We'll have to find out. See you around.
I'm not an elf.
Aurora's halfway down the
Or-
road already.
I follow. My elk follows. My bull
You know what'd be so
follows.
cool? No, that's like chaotic
And then
people.
you
Like
turned
that's
around
so.
and shot
Tell
one
me
of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, dude, with my arrow with my bow from 600 feet because
You could just nick in here.
That is topical.
This is Maddie speaking, not Yoshiko.
Still topical.
Yeah.
wait, so that. Okay, yeah, but it would be so funny that is.
No warning shot.
They're like, what the heck was? Oh, alright.
Mrs. kills the barbarian.
Okay. So do we leave?
Yes.
We're already walking. We
We're
got our wagon. and
As we're heading off, I'm gonna say we're heading to Dawn's Rest, right? To the party. A bit
Yep.
too loud.
You gotta deal with
Yes, we're
freaking
heading-
dead paladin.
everything. Yeah, I need to get stuff there.
Toning it so they can hear, but toning it like it's
I also
pretty clear that they're not supposed to hear.
I whisper to my boar to like keep a watch on them and to like notify us if they follow us.
Who cares if they follow us?
Well, it'll just be like a thing like, oh hey, they're following you, be prepared kind of thing. Obviously, like, yeah, we kind of know, but hey, they're coming, be prepared. Yeah, you're good.
I was
think
assuming
they're-
that the pig can find you to be able to
Yeah.
try and communicate that.
And also, like that pig would have to be rolling
Pigs-
stealth for a very long.
Pigs have really good sense of smell. They can find us.
I think it's.
Smell oil. Who else would?
Yeah, I'm
It smells
questioning
oil.
in the time that it
Yeah.
has before it dispels.
It's the entire day.
I don't think they're gonna follow us immediately. They're probably gonna head to Dawn's Rest.
Okay, fine. If you guys are doing
I said it as
fine.
we're actually further away. They're probably going to head to
Just let
Dawn's
them
Rest
hang
to
around.
try to bring back the dead party member.
Reasonably speaking, they don't have the gear to.
Fight us again.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just go on to Miss Vale.
Mist Vale. Bypassing Dawn's Rest?
Bypassing Dawn's Rest.
I think bypassing Dawn's Rest.
Yeah, because we're good supply wise. I've got the Outlander feet so I can hunt for all of you guys. Okay.
Let's go.
Yep, end of Mist Vale.
Done.
Oh, I just gotta keep my feet up and put my head back and put my hat down.
Do we wanna?
Alright, so you guys are currently at about this spot right here.
Oh, we want to turn on the lights now with it being darker. Simon's a bit.
That did nothing, which is actually kind of crazy.
It kind of helped. I mean, it brightened things up a bit. It's fine.
So yeah, we know you're hired by the Order of the Blood Rose. Blood Rose has ties to vampires, which means probably Alara.
If we do go to Moth Watch, I have a family friend who would be able to maybe tell us about what's been going on.
Moth's Watch is on the other side of Mist Watch.
Were they Moth Watch or Mist Watch?
You're going to Mist Vale.
We're going to Mist Vale. They were hired in Mist Watch, but then
so you
Fur
guys are
said
currently-
she's also seen them in Moth Watch.
Okay.
You guys are currently 10 days out from Mist Vale.
Yeah, and then it's another 10 days about to Mistwatch. If we go there.
Alright, who wants to
Me.
drop it?
Oh, long rest.
He deserves it.
Oh, long rest.
Yep, 2 minutes for long rest.
8. I was so close to a freaking 12.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Aww.
It's okay.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. What does that
What?
mean?
Ambush.
No! Leave us alone!
Got through one of these. I want to be the same guys.
You think we didn't have backup gear?
They're just like out of spite chasing us, and we're just like,
We have grown 3 levels out of spite overnight.
No.
it's gonna be freaking.
We are all power gamers. We murdered the local village to get enough levels.
What do we say we actively avoid this by playing Truth or Dare?
Yes. I'd love to play Truth or Dare.
After.
I am going to let you guys reroll because you just did a.
Bless
did
your
a
soul.
hamburger.
So the first day, at least you get 1 reroll.
I'll take one. If it's the same card.
Okay.
Okay.
As you guys are traveling this day, you find what looks like an abandoned cart on the side of the road. No signs of a struggle or anything. It just looks like someone just up and left a cart there that was full of supplies.
No
Yeah.
sign of a struggle?
No sign of struggle or anything. It just looks like it was like a farmer's cart full of supplies, and it looks like the farmer or whoever was driving it and the horse are gone. It's just a cart full of produce now.
I blindly loot it for gold.
Wow.
9.
No gold, just old rotting produce.
Just all the running produce.
It looks like it's been here for.
Can anyone do anything with a
I
bunch of vegetables?
A week.
Press
Probably like a week or 2.
If we can get some form of fruit out of it, you could make wine.
Why did you
I
tell him that?
immediately go for the most soiled apples and
Because
grapes
it's
that I
gonna be a
can
couple
find.
months before he can get
Yeah.
it, and it will keep him entertained.
You collect a bunch of like the rancid, rotting apples and stuff that have turned and fermented.
Alright guys, do you have any bottles?
Technically, that's not really how it works if it's rotting.
Well, fermenting.
Huh?
He's trying to find the ones that are fermenting.
I don't know how wine works. I'm
That's
very
really
blind.
You have to
Specific.
add like a yeast to it.
Like, they would have to be, like, in a box. Like, that would have to be, like, really specific for that
Well,
to...
I mean, I know magpies can get drunk off of fermented apples.
Yeah, you can do it, it's just not
the
safe.
berries.
Yeah.
It's not like actually drinking wine.
Go for it, man. Yeah.
Okay.
No, do that, bro.
Anyone have like a
More moonshine.
container?
Oh, moonshine.
If
Wine.
it's
Moonshine is
sick, we also have to
refined.
Container?
I don't have a container.
Mascella and Johann are just on the cart with us, right?
Yeah.
If I went up to Mascella and was like, hey, can I have my bottles back? I think I have 3 bottles in there. That was glass. But I'd be able to take
Mascella will give you your gear back.
Okay, that works for me. I take my bottles and shove as many of these apples and grapes as I can inside of them.
It's disgusting. What?
And so now I just have 3 bottles of fermenting apples and grapes.
Yeah, it is gross.
Okay.
Because they're just like smashed in. Like,
Anyone else want anything from the rotten food cart?
The cart doesn't seem to be damaged at all.
no, but I mean, you can make a perception check.
Let's.
I mean, it'd be wood carver's tools, right?
No, just perception.
They'd be using that proficiency though, because
Are you just trying to see if the cards damage?
yeah, catch damage.
Sure.
Okay, so I have expertise with this. And then perception based. 25.
No wear and tear that wouldn't be, standard wear and tear from use that you can see. It's literally like he just up and left it.
No trace. Okay, well. I got nothing.
I say we clean it
Sometime.
off and use the cart ourselves.
So-
Our last card didn't get burned.
Wait, that is actually very
Your
smart.
card does have scorch marks on it, but it was also put out.
And it's a
It
custom
is
cart.
damaged though.
The cart that we're in right now?
Yeah.
Do we want
You
to
have to fix
spend
it,
the
I think.
day and just have me
You want
repair our
it.
cart
Yes.
with this cart?
You did that?
Could we do that?
Don't care.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the 8 of mending.
Yeah.
As they're having this conversation, I cast mending on the cart.
Start working on it.
Okay.
Is it smart to try? And I say this to the party. Is it smart to restore this cart and bring it with us and use mending on
It's
it?
perfectly usable.
Well, I'm saying we could resell it.
Does it?
We could resell
There's
it.
no horse or anything?
No marks or anything with it.
What about barding and tackle?
That's also done.
So we just drag it with a rope. You create a braid
It's a
from the rope.
lot.
You just
Weight
take. You
being
just take.
dragged by.
You could
It's
just
an empty cart. So you just take rope, you braid it.
That's still a couple $100.
You could just break down some of the wood and take it. Don't you need that for things you make?
No. We can we have a bunch of rope. We braid the rope.
Yeah,
And
no,
then-
but Daisy.
He's saying Daisy can't pull.
Yeah,
It's the
that's a
additional
couple
weight
hundred more
capacity.
pounds.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's.
Because Daisy's already pulling your guys' full cart. That is a workshop, a several 100-pound robot on it.
Here, I'll solve
Yeah,
this,
guys.
and I Eldritch Blast the
Wait, you
the
use one of your
trigger.
animals. Use one of your animals. Friggin' elk.
I'm like cooking up an Eldritch Blast, and I'm like, okay, that's a good. Let's try that. I use an animal.
You was really about to blow the cart up.
We're 10 days out. That's 10 days where we have to get
It
lucky
would
with
slow
this.
you guys down traveling.
That's-
I thought we were
it's
like
not-
4 days away.
No,
It's
we're 10
inconvenient.
days.
You
Yeah,
guys are
it's-
10 days away
It's
from
inconvenient.
You
Those
know
are
what?
I missed
Blow
it.
it up.
We also don't really need it.
Eldritch
we don't
Blast
need
the
it.
thing. I rolled a 5.
You miss. Point blank,
That's it.
you miss.
Leave it for whoever needs it. We don't need it, so there's no point in destroying
Level
it.
4 guiding bolt.
But as the owner might come back.
Level 3 guiding bolt. 15. I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
Fine.
Hey, well, that's cool. Next day.
We leave it. I'll leave.
Well, before, with the long rest, I'm gonna homunculus servant with my infusions, the canine. So we have another dog in the group.
We have
You just produced a metal dog?
No,
Turned it into
the
a homunculus.
corpse of the canine robot that
Mhm.
ambushed us. I've been keeping it for when I finally got homunculus servant. And then
We've been carrying around a
Yes.
decrepit dog.
The metal dogs.
it's the metal.
That's metal
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Still. Alrighty then.
That's awesome.
I just realized I need 100 gold gem to power it.
Tell
Which I need to talk to Mascella about.
Tell Cat I have
Aurora
200
has
gold
all
on
of
me.
those, actually.
Oh, you have all of those?
Aurora has all of those. I do not have all
No,
of them.
mine are like
Those are
different.
like 300
Yeah.
like
gold.
super special. Like,
gem for
Those are
Revivify.
diamonds.
I have 200 gold.
She has
and I
some
will help
diamonds
you
for
with this.
Revivify.
yeah.
I need a crystal. A gem worth 100 gold.
Do we have one of
He has
those?
an emerald worth like 25.
It's a real life Twitch streamer.
We have the diamonds. But those are for Revivify.
As far as what you guys have pulled for the next day, you guys have pulled the sickness card. So you have one of two options because your paladin who can cure you of them is unconscious.
I guess it.
Sickness is unconscious. You can either consume 4 days worth of rations as you wait to get better, and then it'll be 4 days that you have to wait on the road. Or the other option is you can continue travel, but it will cost you double food and you will move at half pace.
Does the tea do anything?
It's holy water based. Holy water cures diseases.
Yeah, the holy water tea does actually.
Yeah. We're immune to disease.
It depends on the disease. Obviously, you're not sick because you didn't pick up a
It's not
computer
Ferris
virus.
blight.
Freaking robot.
You did not pick up a computer virus. But yeah, I guess this would be a disease that.
Yeah. As we've already established before, we're basically immune to disease.
We
Just group.
get minor sickness on one of the days, but then
Don't
it
have
just
too many of those, Joe.
heals over. He'll take mine.
Okay.
I won't take them.
I'm gonna wait for the canine, actually.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are pretty much using the tea able to cure yourselves of the disease, so don't really have that issue.
What was that face? What was that face?
She likes
Yeah.
Again? Really?
Is that ambush?
It was the
you pull that
ambush
ambush.
card.
There's a couple of ambush cards
Sorry.
because there's 52 cards in the deck.
For once I didn't pull a bad thing. I played again.
On this day, so you guys have moved here. At about this point, Calvin, where are you on the card?
Yeah.
Probably just laying down in one of the corners.
You're laying down.
I made the spell refueling ring instead.
Great. I'm terrified because this has potential for bad.
So you
One
have
second,
a green
roll the
spell
stat block.
refueling as an action you can replenish up to 3 levels slot. Noah, just so you're aware, instead of the canine, I made the spell refueling ring
Okay.
and gave that to Yoshiko.
You get a shiny thing.
Shiny.
Which
That's
I'm
why
gonna
you're so happy
say
to
that's
yourself.
it's attached to one of the 2 rings that I use for the warding bond spell.
Okay.
Oh, you're awake.
Okay. So Calvin does a 25 hit you.
Mother frickin' why?
Maybe on a cloudy day. On a rainy
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 1 second. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yikes.
You're gonna take 10 piercing damage.
I'm gonna need to start actively using my.
There's another crack
spells.
shot? There is another crack shot.
Actively need to use
Sorry,
it.
what am I
I
doing?
need to start actively using my entry spells because I have a spell that makes it
Constitution?
so that we are
Yeah.
aware of traps, and I don't use it.
Yeah, Constitution, please.
Would ambush count as a trap?
I
15.
don't know. It makes us aware of unforeseen dangers. So
Maybe.
So again, you take 10 points of piercing damage, and then
The poison kicks in.
I'm immune to poison.
17.
Remember?
Is he
So
dead?
much. I drank so much alcohol. and now
Resistant.
I'm using
You're resistant.
resistant to poison. I thought it was immune.
No, it's
Nope,
resistant.
you're gonna take 25 points of poison damage.
is he dead?
You are resistant to that, so you will take half of that, so you will take 13 points of poison. So you take a total of 23 damage as a crossbow bolt shoves itself into your chest.
Crossbow bolt. Do I see this? I presume I'd be working in the
Muses, right?
workshop.
That doesn't hit my lungs, and I'm also like
What? By the way, what's your max HP?
40. Oh,
Okay.
that was lasting damage.
That's why I asked. Where is my
Aurora sees you.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm
pretend that we're talking. Like, you know.
It actually is.
I saw a really funny looking bird the other day.
Yeah.
Man.
No, with the big die.
It was big.
Oh, there it is. Right in front of me. Here you go.
That's a really big arrow. How did that get there? Come on, man. I just asked you a question. Where did that come from?
No.
Genuinely, like, doesn't even connect that it was shot at by like an enemy.
.exe is.
Help.
Now, continue the bit. 17.
17. Okay. That is going to. You are going to be sickly due to the poison, so you have the poisoned condition.
Yes.
And you're going to be suffering from that for.
Oh, wow. I need it.
Actually, no. Let's not do the poison condition. That was a pretty good roll. Or, actually, that was pretty bad.
I don't know what's good or bad about this thing.
You want higher, basically.
I hope you know I live in perpetual fear because I get to hear him talk about what he's going to do for this.
Yes. So I'm going to say yes, you're poisoned, but also it leaves you have a permanent scar there.
Dude, that might leave a scar.
I
Alright.
hope it does. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. So you have the poisoned condition for a day or two.
Hey, can you help with this?
So you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks for the next day.
Also, yeah, you know, I'm getting people's attention at this point. Hey, wait. You know what? I'm
Are we
gonna
rolling for
plop a.
initiative now?
I roll my initiative just in case. It's not good.
It's not good.
You guys see another bolt come flying through the trees. What is your AC?
Oh,
Again?
by the way, Daisy has the vigilance ability, so she can't be surprised.
Okay.
Run, Daisy, run!
What did you get?
16.
16.
Calvin!
Guys, I might go down there.
Well, nobody started looking around or anything, so you get enough time to look.
That's what I was
That's what I was-
expecting initiative.
I was telling you guys, do
Well, I
something.
never said that. Well, I mean, you wouldn't start initiative if you don't know where the person shooting's from.
Oh my gosh. Alright,
I'm
I have
gonna-
advantage on perception checks. I
So,
will start looking
I
around.
need another Constitution saving throw as another arrow hits you up a little bit higher in the shoulder.
Cast invisibility,
God.
and I'm gonna hop out the
You're gonna
back.
take 6 points of piercing.
12.
I got a 19 on looking for the perk.
1 second.
I cast invisibility, and jump out the back.
I'm gonna die right here.
Whoa.
You're gonna take 12 more points of
Oh,
poison.
it's 1 off. 11 health. I'm down.
You go, yeah, you hit with the second one, you fall unconscious.
No one was helping me.
I'm sorry, we were all
Aurora-
distracted by
Aurora
your
instantly
badness.
casts
Alright,
Spare
you
the
go to
Dying.
19 round.
So-
Well set.
This is what happens. Aurora-
Yeah.
Alright, it takes you a second to look around. You do notice there is a figure who is kind of like trying to camouflage themselves in. They're wearing a cloak that they've made and attached a bunch of leaves and stuff to. They are currently sitting up in a tree that has a vantage point down, and you can see them reloading at the moment.
It's the
How far away are
Lorax.
they?
It's so alright.
They are currently about 80 feet away. Or sorry, they're 180 feet away.
Okay. So
I'm sorry.
I have casted Spare the Dying on him.
Okay.
Can I turn around and also look where she's looking?
I'm on top of the card.
Oh, okay.
That's
she
probably
hasn't-
part of the reason I would know.
She also hasn't said that she found the person yet.
So
Is
I have
it
cast
me?
Spare the Dying and stood up.
What is that? What is that? Spell that
I
down.
would like
Stabilizes
to
you.
move towards the
Stabilize,
person.
you're not gonna catch
One
it.
health.
So
No, just
you
you
said
aren't.
180 feet.
No failed.
I just
No,
want to
saving
move
throws.
like another 30 feet in that general direction, make it look like I'm looking for them. have my head snap around to look exactly at them and then cast the solar wind. I just want to move within range.
Again, they're 180 feet away.
So the range is 120. So if I move
What do I roll for
and misty stepped and then moved 30
Do
feet,
you-
I still wouldn't be able to hit him.
Yeah.
I'm not the tracker.
Depends what level you're casting it at.
He's out of range.
I'm gonna dash and then misty step and move 90.
It's a first level spell.
It's first level, sorry.
Just straight at the
Yeah,
person.
1d.
You watch as he tucks the crossbow and
Heal.
starts moving away.
Plus your
just
spell
trying to
casting.
move through the trees. It looks like he had an
Oh,
escape
eight.
route planned. Looks like this was a person who had a
Wisdom.
hit set out on
Wisdom.
Calvin and is now
10,
trying
heal
to
10.
run, having seemingly completed his job.
Alright.
He heals 10. We have not rolled initiative, so I can just freely heal.
And he starts running.
Do
how
I
fast
see-
can you move?
I can move a total of 90 feet per turn. As long as I misty step.
Oh my god.
How many turns can you do that for?
As long as I have spell slots. So how many turns are we talking?
Do I see them?
Yeah, Aurora yells.
I
with
cast
her-
Moves hopped out the back and ran around the side. Do I?
I mean, you probably see me take
Roll a
off.
skill check? Or sorry, perception check?
I'm not being stealthy.
Aurora yells for Yoshiko. She says, "Where
11.
is she?"
You do not see him.
Okay.
When we get back to my turn, I will probably yell at the
What
party.
did you cast?
I said, I yell, Yoshiko, where is he?
Am I within range to hear that I've moved 90 feet?
I'm
Yeah.
screaming this.
So you could hear someone yell that 90 feet away from you.
I'm just gonna shout, keep up! And then keep going.
Aurora, she wants to. She wants
Make
to.
another perception check for me as he's been
I don't know how I'm
moving through the
supposed to
trees and trying.
point them out. If
He's been moving through the trees and trying to kind of hide already. So I want you to.
I do get advantages on these things. It's a visual.
Frick. I don't see anyone.
14 was the other one.
18.
Alright, you've lost sight of him. He got a 29 to stealth.
Tracker. If only I had landed one hit on him, I could have marked him.
Aurora wants to do an investigation check on Kyan, just to see like if there's anything embedded in the wounds, or like I want to take a look at the arrows. I think you should also.
Yeah.
So he is stabilized. He's been healed. Have I pulled out the arrows?
Oh, how much damage total did the other arrow do you? One sec. I think it was
12.
17 damage total.
It was 12.
It was-
It was 12.
He had 11. You said there
Well,
was.
it's 12 poison plus 6 piercing, so it's actually 18. So yeah, you don't get a second lingering wound, but
So Aurora
there's
wants.
the other effects of the poison to consider.
Yeah, I wanna look at this. I wanna look at these arrows, and I wanna like inspect Kyan. So I'm gonna do an investigation, or right?
Medicine.
That's
I would probably say.
dude. Oh, I roll so bad. 5. I'm looking. Hold on. 7. You're like Morty. Like remember that one episode?
You're not exactly sure what kind of poison it is, but you can tell it is a very potent poison, and it is currently like eating away the skin, almost like necrotically,
Aurora, she's
around the wound to keep it from being able to heal. It seems that the blood has, or that it's really pierced deep into his bloodstream, and if you don't get some help to him soon, it's probably going to be pretty bad.
So Aurora just says, "Whoa, dude, that is not cash money." And then
I'm hallucinating. No.
Okay, so do I see you,
I'm invisible.
I'm
Kyra?
coming back.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's
But
any.
I will say, you do notice there is a little note tied to the first bolt.
Yeah.
in his
She
chest.
like picks it up, takes up the letter.
It just says compliments of Commissar Gary.
Both we lied to us.
Wait, do you say that to me?
So I said,
That's all it says.
no.
nothing else.
So here's what I say. I said, so here's the thing, Aurora, and we may have talked about this. That goes right over her head. She just goes, "Oh, okay," crumbles it up and just puts it in her pocket. Who is Commissar Gary?
The person who used to be employed.
So he used to be employed by him.
Yes, you've mentioned this to us.
Okay, yeah, that was my pirate captain. Like escaped.
You
him.
just ditched.
Which you don't really do, by the way. You don't do that.
When you're either a military deserter or even any other kind of deserter,
Yeah,
that's
any
just
deserter is
enough
not
of a reason for death.
Yeah, not a good thing. So.
Have you ever felt down and out, scared, sad, and alone? You need Moxie.
Stop.
Sponsor us, Moxie. We're
Moxie.
still waiting for that lovely
Moxie actually.
Moxie sponsors us. I'll take a real arrow to the chest.
And we'll make it into a video.
Yoshiko will come back with a very sour look on her face. He got away. Would I have been able to have seen anything on him that was distinguishing in any way in my chase?
Cloak.
Make a perception check.
Can I also make a perception or history check to see if I recognize this bow bolt?
Well, that was a 19 and that one. So I get to take the 19th, thank heavens. 23.
The answer is no.
Yoshiko is seething.
This is a trained assassin. He knows what he's doing.
I rolled a 20 on history/investigation to see if I recognize the.
You're unconscious.
No, he cast Cure Wounds.
So we
Stabilized and
Okay.
healed.
You can
Just
also say.
recognizing the arrows?
Yeah.
No, you don't recognize the crossbow bolts. They're just generic crossbow
Are they
bolts.
still? Have you pulled them out yet?
No.
Okay. While I'm invisible, I'm gonna walk out and just.
No, I've already said this. Both of these bolts are pulled out. Like I've pulled both of these already out.
Okay. While I'm
He's
just,
just bleeding.
I walk up to Aurora and just grab one of the arrows.
And you can tell there's something wrong with you. Like, you can feel a fever coming on. You can feel like you can feel like you're getting really sick.
Oh my gosh, guys. Oh.
What's wrong with you?
So, I think it's just allergies.
You should have to get shot in the chest twice with poison arrows.
I think it's just allergies, man. I think it'll be fine.
You think you're allergic to something? Or?
I can't remember the wood.
It's poison, you idiot. I say while invisible, which breaks my invisibility.
No, there's a guy. Oh my god.
Ah, ghost robots!
I'm holding up the arrow. It's poison, clearly.
This is a note, and gives you the note.
We really
I don't
need
know
to
it.
change the party leader.
You open it up, and it just says compliments of Commissar Gary.
So, Calvin, you got something to tell
I
us?
don't remember Commissar Gary. I
Yeah,
don't think I was there for that
There's like a really
conversation.
small fine print P.S. frick you, in particular.
Does anyone? No one's mentioned the note out loud.
I'm like,
Do you read it out loud?
who the frick is Commissar Gary?
Did you say that?
Yeah,
What did you say?
Commissar Gary.
You know what?
What does the note say?
I think Commissar Gary is
Compliments of Commissar Gary.
My voice just.
And then in a very fine print at the bottom it says P.S. frick you in particular.
It says B.S. Frick you in particular.
I go like, you know how you usually go, just like,
What?
oh shit. I'll bleep it out.
Timestamp.
I say we leave him on the side of the road. I don't usually condone murdering in most instances, but like in this instance, I'm really feeling like this might be a good idea.
To
I'm
leave me on the
sick
side of the road?
Bull crap.
Oh, you think we just kill him?
No, he's part of the group. You wouldn't abandon family, as much as I wouldn't consider him family, but.
And Aurora just looks at you and just goes,
He's sitting there.
Aww.
I don't have any heals, guys.
You have like a terrible fever and like.
I'll take some tea and see if that does anything.
Aurora, do you have any restorative spells?
And she goes, I have Aura of Vitality. I have Cure Wounds, which I've used on him. I have Shield of Faith, I don't think that counts. I have...
Lesser Restoration?
I had Lesser Restoration.
I think that's what we're gonna need.
We literally took that off to replace it with Bubble of Faith.
So, 8
I have
hours.
Mass Healing Word as well.
8
If
hours.
only you had your paladin.
Mm-hmm.
We take an hour-long rest, return to him while we move, try to get to somewhere who can handle this.
If you want, you can make a medicine check to see if you think that his condition will deteriorate to be lethal.
Let's...
While this happens, I'm gonna start ritual casting Identify on the arrow.
Alright.
The bolt.
Yahtzee. 15 base, 17.
You don't think it'll be lethal because you immediately started tending to him.
Well, that's cash money actually.
If you hadn't started tending to him, it would have been lethal. What do you think?
So, the doctor's here, so don't worry. Whoa, hey, don't make that sound. This is for kids.
I didn't think anything of it until you mentioned it. But
Okay, yeah, hey,
it's okay.
I'm the doctor here. So,
Or say that I'm gonna
Hey.
cast another Cure Wounds. Another 9 hit points back.
you die?
9 hit points. I cast another Cure Wounds right before I start casting Identify.
Okay. Yeah, that made things feel a little less nice.
well, so I look up at you guys. Well, he's not gonna, it doesn't look like he's gonna die anytime soon, but he's partially stabilized for, what looks like it's gonna be the next 24 hours. So what we need to do is, let's do a long rest. Let's have people on watch. I can study a spell, and I can probably get him healed.
Yeah, you think the effects of the poison will last just a couple of days, but they won't go away.
Yes. They will go away.
They'll go away after a couple of days.
Well, he's gonna be sick for a while, so we don't really need to do anything else. Let's just keep going.
So,
This is
Calvin,
this is
Calvin,
like
Calvin.
getting shot twice.
Before we move on from this, Calvin, explain.
Oh.
You're
You
plenty
just
fine.
choose to pass out.
I'll choose when to pass out.
You grab a break and knock yourself out so you don't have to answer.
Explain. Why are those bosses looking for you?
I really.
Commissar Gary's his boss.
I'm sorry, I'm pointing at the note. Yes, did none of you remember this?
I don't think I was there.
I don't think I was there either. Who's this guy?
You're plenty
Yoshiko's
healed.
gonna cast Zone of Truth. And then I'm gonna cast Cause Fear.
Oh man, so I gotta make 2 anything save.
I was gonna use
I
sleep.
think cause fears concentration, isn't it?
Maybe.
That would negate zone.
Then I would cast Zone of Truth and then make an intimidation check.
Okay, so 6 on the intimidation check or whatever, 13 on the zone of truth.
So you fail
I
one
failed.
of them.
Wait. Is
I
it
failed.
Constitution?
Well, it's
Wisdom.
a wisdom save.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't have that.
Let me add my wisdom to
As in
this.
wisdom.
I just
My
rolled.
wisdom's 0.
Okay, so you fail the Zone of Truth. I just have to roll above a 6 to intimidate you, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
So I gotta roll above a 2.
How does that work?
Because I have a +4 to my charisma.
Please roll a 1. This will be really comedic.
So that's a 16.
Well.
That is an unnatural 20.
I mean, I think you're already scared of Yoshiko, so
I
it
am
makes no
terrified.
difference.
By
Terrified.
the scruff of the shirt. You're going to die one way or another unless you tell me what is going on.
So T,
Calvin.
we took a long rest at this point.
Just because I don't have a beak doesn't mean I won't eat your insides like a vulture.
Okay, now there's a really scary thing you can just say.
I look over at the, like, still
something
testing
like
it.
an detour would say.
I pull out a coin. I haven't used this yet. This is a magic coin. One side, if I flip it, it kills me, or it kills you. And I flip it up into the air.
Calvin,
What?
why?
And he's full
And I fall down on my face.
Wait, did you just?
Didn't you fail Zone of Truth?
Yeah. You can't willingly speak a lie.
Oh, you're right. Oh, then that doesn't work at all.
Nope.
Why would you give me this heart attack?
That's crazy.
You completely had me fooled.
You really think I'd give him a coin that did that?
I say,
No,
I
it's
flip it up and say, at least one of us will live. And I throw it and it hits the ground and then I fall over.
Cool, medicine check.
You just kick him in the.
Yeah, you can do that.
Calvin, I don't want to die again. Please, sir.
I'm just laying on the ground.
I'm gonna stab him with my spear, right in the spot where he got hit before.
He's very much alive.
Do I take damage from that?
That means you're just stabbing you. So.
You take like 10 damage or
You
something.
get a 6 on
Technically, she
that.
gets advantage on it because you're prone.
Damage.
One sec.
Calvin!
Yeah.
We've got enough people haunting us and hunting us and everything in between that starts with an H.
Look, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know why the man wants me dead. I said too much.
So you don't know why this man wants you dead.
Oh no, you do. And that's not true.
You, sir, please.
Hey. You do, in fact, very much know why he wants you dead.
I know why the guy wants me dead, but I really don't want to tell people.
Look,
That is true.
what is going to get you to tell me why he wants you dead?
We'll get it out of you anyway. And then she
She's
does
just like
a.
pulling fingernails.
Well, she's like, we'll get it out of you anyway. And then she does an intimidation check and rolls a base 18.
Oh.
Like base 18. So that's like 18.
Your bullcrap's coming back to get you, Calvin.
Oh, it's actually a 17 because I have -1 to charisma, which is ironic.
Can I anti-charisma that?
Yeah,
You
it's
can roll.
contested.
Yeah, you have to roll above the
Be
8, the 17.
insight
How
probably.
do I add? Do I add?
It's insight.
Insight.
That's what I generally use as my.
So you don't have your +7. That's tough, buddy. Looks like you're telling me what's going on.
What'd you get?
3.
Yeah. You are intimidated.
I would really like to sleep well tonight, and I can't do so unless I know what the freaking fetch is going on.
It's fine. I think I got it.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Does anyone know what that's supposed to mean?
No. I'm in the back
You're intimidated.
casting
You're intimidated.
identify, so I'm not in.
That sentence scares me. Okay. What do you want to know then?
I'd like to know why Commissar Gary wants you dead, to the point of hiring somebody who's better at hiding than anyone I've ever seen.
Well, he might just want his old pirate mate back.
Please be realistic, nobody wants to travel with you.
If I'm that bad.
You feel some emotional
You have a
damage
charm.
coming up.
You have a charm,
You take 1d4 psychic damage
but
from
that
vicious
charm is
mockery.
not in
Even though it
companionship.
wasn't cast.
You stole something from him, didn't you?
I may have, yes.
Please, what is it?
Where is it? And she smiles. Aurora smiles. Where is it?
Animal noises.
I will get the carpenter tools from the robot.
Calvin, are they able to track us
I...
from this item that you may or may not have stole?
No.
Did you just heal?
No.
Oh.
But I can do that. As you ask me what it is, I'm as comedically as possible going to reach into my bag and pull out just a giant rat and plop it on the ground.
You're not gonna give that back, are you?
No, not at all. It's very fun.
Alright, well, I think the other guy thinks you're dead. We'll deal with this problem later.
For now.
And I'm just gonna drop the zone of
Aurora's gonna go and get some water.
Alright, we'll go ahead and
Identify?
on
Can
what?
you do that? The arrow. That's how we catch that.
Okay, I will tell you what that would be real quick.
Okay.
It is a type of worm that is native to Mr. It's poison.
Okay.
Not purple worm, but it is a type of worm.
It's a worm poison.
Mhm.
Fun. Okay, yeah. I know that it's an extremely well that speech. Extremely rare, or is it
It's just hard to get a hold of.
hard to get a hold of?
Not necessarily super rare, it's just hard to get a hold of because you have to get it out of the holes.
So yeah, they really want you dead.
I get it. A lot of people want me dead nowadays.
Alright. And with that, we are going to go ahead and end off there this week.
Oh, really? It's like 9 o'clock. We didn't get is starting to pass 7.
Like and subscribe.
Aura
my boys.
cast fireball.
They're a cleric. They don't have.
Gorthrak steps in and a guillotine randomly spawns.
Aurora puts you in a chokehold.
Yeah, get it right now. I'm
Gorthrak
streaming.
likes that.
See you next week
See you next week.
on Tide.
Oh, Dragon
Mystery
Ball
Tides of
Z.
Darkness. Don't say that.
Moxie.